Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Mustangs will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
The give from the gun. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll try the counter. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Steamrolls his way ahead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
On the ready. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42.
Pound 55 weak.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Okay, ready?
NC State with a 1st and 10 here.
Let's go!
Fast motion from the offense. A run for the quarterback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now it's 3rd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the
on the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Mustangs offense has the ball for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. He wants to throw here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Balkinson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. Timeout is called. Defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on second down.
Cricket.
Back to pass, it's Hendricks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Incomplete, the defense holds. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Dances away to buy time. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it, using the spin move. And more yards after contact. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Hendricks. And they're not on the same page there. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Hand off from the shotgun. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They feed him again. Looking for room at the 25. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Hit hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage of him.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Swings it out to his running back.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! How about that special teams play? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He wants to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Mustangs in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pushes and picks his way ahead for 6 yards. He's down at the 8. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver shows motion. On the option. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he makes the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Tosses it incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the air one more time. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Mustangs have moved it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime.
Oh, and they blocked him. He's got it, and he can go with it. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Terrier.
Back to throw, it's Hendricks. Might be looking to run. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, just keeps firing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sampson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Easy.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big, and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Got it.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It is rare to have this kind of speed at the quarterback position, and the tough thing for a defense is even if you're right, he can make you wrong.
Same thing for an offensive coordinator, just the opposite. You might dial up the wrong play, but because of his speed, natural athletic ability, he can bail you out and go find positive yards.
Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Wolfpack will have first and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the pummeling has started. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37.
4-2 Spider.
They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. At the 45, on its way. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him with that last play. Now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Here comes the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Green 25.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the stomping has commenced. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Wyoming has opened up a can, and the result is what's shaping up to be one of the more lopsided affairs of the entire day. They're up 14 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Jackrabbit.
Defense not showing press coverage. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He's out past the 35. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break.
Let's go!
He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Jennings.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He wants to throw it again. Shoots it to the left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on.
Open runway ahead. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
Okay, ready?
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. They'll run it. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last. You're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Ready,
Now
fight.
from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Easy.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
On the set.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just... will, David. And that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
Ready?
NC State will line up with a 1st and goal.
29.
Slams it ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone.
Green 25.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, NC State! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to not. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Just.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Lyman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pull your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to scramble. Finds a crease at the 20.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down. New set of downs.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Extending the play. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. It'll... short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
On the set.
The Mustangs are rolling down the field.
In blue.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
Let's go.
They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Just feeds the running back. Still running at the 40. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Michigan State pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in East Lansing. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Comes out throwing on first down. Flips it out to the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find them.
And they got him for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today. NC State sending the offense back onto the field.
This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
29 Philly. 2.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll ride the hot hand. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop them?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.